Only eating Ethiopian food for a day where it tastes amazing and we make everything from scratch. Enjoy! Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Salma, and if you're new, most welcome. As you already from today's title, I'm going to be eating Ethiopian food for the whole day. Now, I'm super excited for this because Ethiopian food is really similar to Eritrean food. And if you guys haven't watched my Eritrean food video, you should go watch that because it's up. And there was a lot of controversy between the Ethiopians and Eritreans in my comment, kind of coming at each other, and I myself as well. And I didn't think it was a big deal because honestly in that video I mentioned Eritrean food and Ethiopian food are very similar, which I mentioned today as well. Like their foods are really similar, so I don't know, but it turned out to be kind of like a huge deal. I don't know why. Hopefully it's not gonna be the case in this video because I just love both countries' food, because to me it's very similar, and if it's not, I apologize in advance for that. But anyways, let's get into the video. I'm going to be making breakfast, lunch/dinner, and dessert. Now I'm super excited. I couldn't really find a lot of dessert, which we'll get into later, but I'm super excited for everything else that we're gonna be eating. Alright, so for breakfast, we're gonna be making something called Geno, which is kind of like a dough that is made out of flour and wheat, I believe. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. Yeah, so let's go do breakfast. So the videos weren't very specific on how much flour to use, but you start by roasting your flour and then adding in some salt, and once the flour is roasted you start adding in water. And then I changed to a wooden spoon so I could like knead the dough. Then after some time I pour in water, let it boil, and then we'd roll or knead the dough again until it's very soft and very smooth, just like that. And then you add in some ghee. I actually made this home ghee myself, homemade ghee. Anyways, you roll that together. Guys, this looks so satisfying. But then you move it over into a plate with a little ghee just to like fix it up a little bit and make it into a bowl, as you will see. Flip it, and then you're gonna start to make a hole in the middle with the ghee spoon, and just put in some melted ghee and a bit of their chili berry pepper, and mix that, pour it everywhere just so it looks amazing or like a little bit aesthetic. And that's basically it. You can also have it with some yogurt on the side and a little bit of salt. So guys, finally breakfast is ready. It took me like 30 minutes to make this, just because you had to like stir this until it was really smooth. And also I put some salt onto my yogurt. You can eat it like this, or you can like add yogurt. So let's give it a try. That looks so good, but it smells so spicy. Bismillah. Let's try with the yogurt. I like it. Wow, it's so yummy, like surprising. It's so easy to make and it's so yummy. When I was making it, I thought it wasn't gonna taste like a lot, but actually it has good flavor. I should definitely put more ghee and chili. But I'm gonna finish up my breakfast and I'll see you all when it's time for lunch. Alright you all, so now it's time for lunch, and for lunch we're going to be making kifto. Actually kifto is a ground beef that you eat raw, but I'm not gonna be eating it raw because honestly I don't have the guts to. It does smell really good because of the ghee and the chilies, so I'm super excited. But I'm just letting you know in advance, I'm not gonna be eating mine raw. And also for another side dish, I'm going to be making greens, which are so good. And then we're also gonna be eating it with some feta cheese as well, so I cannot wait. I'm not making my injera because, as I told you all before in my Eritrean video, I've tried making injera and it didn't work. Like I don't have the skills for making injera. So props out to everybody that does it, because it's so hard and it's a long process. Anyways, so let's go make lunch. And yeah, so I started by melting up some ghee that I made, and then you add your meat and start to massage it. Now this is the process of the raw kifta that they eat, and you just put in some berry pepper and massage it, and then everything is together. Honestly, this was so satisfying to do, but that's how it looks and it's done. But as I told you all, I'm not eating mine raw, so I ended up cooking it a little bit, and later on in the video I actually added like some onion, but then I went ahead and started with the greens, which I forgot what kind of greens they were. I just can't come up with the word. I think they were kale leaves, but I will correct it. Anyways, put those in boiling water. Once they boil, drain them out, fry some onion, and before you add any oil, Ethiopians like to put onion into the saucepan. I kind of burnt mine, but then you put in oil and then some garlic, and then put in the kale leaves back and some jalapenos, and that's basically it for the greens. So don't forget the salt to taste. And these were the only two sauces I was making. And then just go ahead and warm up some injera. This was store-bought injera, and I started to plate, and I also added some feta cheese, because they usually do here in Canada. Alright, you all, after some time, here is the food. What do we think? It looks amazing, it smells amazing. Anyways, without any further more talking, let's get into it. I was at the restaurant. The lady told me and my friend that you have to take a little bit of everything, so kind of like that. And yeah, so bismillah. This is so good. The greens, I love this food. It's so simple and easy and tastes so amazing. Like, it's so crazy. I'm gonna go finish up my lunch, and I'll see you guys later for dessert. Finally, time for dessert. And for dessert, it was very hard to find like what kind of dessert Ethiopians eat, but from what I saw, they do bake a lot of pastries, which are like not traditional, so it's like pretty basic. But one thing that I found that was traditional was their traditional bread, which we're gonna try to make. It's like very unique, so I cannot wait to show you all how to make it. So let's go. Here you start by adding some lukewarm milk and yeast and sugar. Whisk that together and put it aside for 10 minutes. Whisk it again, and then you start adding in your egg. Whisk that, a little bit of oil, mix that together, and then add in some cornstarch. Mix that really well, and then add in some vinegar. After that, you can go ahead and start adding in the flour, and you add in a little by little. Also guys, I don't have the measurements, I literally came up with my own, but then I added in some salt, as I forgot to put in salt in the beginning when it was still a liquid. But as I got a jar, I added in some butter as well and just kneaded the dough. It was such a fun dough, guys, I'm not gonna lie. But then when it was done, leave it to rest, and once it proofed, I took it out and put it in its baking pan. Make sure it's oiled, you all, so it doesn't stick. But I let it proof, and then after it proofed, I did put some egg wash on it for that golden color. We baked it, and that's how it looked, and cooled it down, and then we actually cut it through it. This was so good, guys. Anyways, wait for my honest opinion on it, and yeah. So guys, finally time for dessert, and we are having bread. It's not just any normal bread though, it's like really, it smells so good, and it's really different from any bread I've had before. I tried it after I came out of the oven because honestly I couldn't wait. But look at that, it looks so nice, it's so soft. Like, I cannot believe I made that, and it's just so crazy and cool. Like, wow. Anyways, this is what we made, so Let's give it a try, even though I have already kind of tried it. But guys, it looks so soft and it looks ready, like it looks amazing. Bismillah. Wow, this is really, really good. And what is so cool about this bread, it has baking powder and it has yeast. Like, that is so cool. I just need to, it's so soft. I cannot describe it. Now I understand why it's counted as dessert, because it's really, really, really good. This Ethiopian bread is to die for. I love it. Anyways, you all, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.